Welcome to another sneaker video. I finally decided to get my own custom pair of Adidas ZX Flux sneakers. As you may or may not know, I made a video about the watercolor fluxes, and I got these in October. Very cool. They're not custom, but they were readily available at a lot of stores earlier this year. Just a cool concept to have an image printed all over the top of the shoe. I haven't worn these yet, but when I found out that Adidas was going to let us customize our shoes, I was pretty excited. And there are two ways that you can do this. The first way is to go onto adidas.com. Sorry for that, the flickering there. I'll get to that later. As you can see here, we have a pair of fluxes, ZX fluxes, and if you go to the website, you can choose the colors for things like the stripes, for the lace jewel, for the logo here in the tongue, for the lining, the midsole, the outsole, the torsion bar here. So you can decide that you don't want a dark blue upper, you want a white upper, like that. So it's pretty cool. However, I wanted a slightly more creative way to design my shoe. I wanted a more unique shoe. So what I did was I went to the app, the Adidas app, which is called, let me pull it up here, the My ZX Flux. Basically, it uses your phone's camera to take a picture. So I have all these cool images that I've taken over the years. This one is a bird in a tree. As you can see, it's got some cool colors there, especially on the bird's chest, the yellow, blue, green on his chest, and of course the yellow beak. You've got some pink cherry blossoms in the background. I think I took this in April. What you can do is bring up the app. You'll see you have the outline of the shoe with the three stripes. So once you get what you want, you hit the blue button, take a photo, and you can see in the preview here that the image is on the shoe, and this is how it will look when you get them. The problem with this is that you will, depending on the quality of the phone's camera, so you can see it here, you're going to get that flickering. Sometimes you'll get vertical lines, sometimes they'll be horizontal, sometimes they'll be wavy, but if you use this, you will get those flickers, those lines on the shoe, and it will print out that way. So you might not want to grab an image from the internet or from one of your files on your computer. It's always better to go out and actually capture that photo in person of a landscape or something like that, and your pet or something. But you don't always have that option. You're not always near a really cool beach or a really cool mountain or lake or something like that. And that's the problem that I had. So if I couldn't use my own images without getting all those lines and the flickering, I figured I would just design my own upper. And to do this, I used Adobe Illustrator, and this is what I ended up with. While I was designing it, I didn't know what it would look like once placed on the shoe, so occasionally I'd take out my phone and snap a photo with the app and just see how it placed in the preview. So then I could come back to my design here and tweak it again. And it took a lot of tweaking, but I was finally happy with this design. There are a few things I really wanted. First one was this pattern here, this netting effect in a light pink, and I also wanted a traditional toe box, which is here. the ZX Flux is flat and doesn't really have much of a toe box design. So I added my own, and that's an image of a tree within the toe box, tree branches, and a whole lot of logos. And I wanted this logo to be on the tongue. The next step for me involved getting an actual printout of the image. So I sent the file to myself in an email, and I went down to my local FedEx store, hopped on a computer, and made this printout on a regular 8.5 by 11 inch sheet of paper. Made a color copy, of course, and the lighting was really good at the store. So I just took out my phone and snapped a photo inside of the app and tried to place it well. It took a few tries, but I finally got it right, and I was ready. That was it. I sent it off to Adidas. I ordered them on November 28th, got them yesterday, December 17th, so 2 to 3 weeks. Not bad at all. 110 bucks. I got the price down to 88 bucks using a discount code, and I mean, come on, 88 bucks for your own custom pair of shoes is ridiculous. That's great. When you get them, they will come in this white box with the stripes. They will have regular white tissue paper inside. You will also get this pretty cool bag with the Adidas logo down there. I guess you could store your shoes in them. And then of course you will get the shoe itself. Here they are. I'm very, very happy with how they came out. You will get black laces and white laces. They will have a black outsole and torsion bar, as well as black heel cage. So there's that kind of netting print that I wanted. All the logos, the white ones, the fuchsia. I think the colors came out a little darker on the shoe than in the Illustrator program. You've got part of the logo here. Then on the tongue, behind the usual logo tag, of course you got this tree print on the toe box with the logo. Just a really cool shoe. And just such a cool idea that Adidas came up with. And I hope it expands to other models too. Be cool to see it on like the Stan Smith or something like that. I ordered these in my usual size. I do think they are true to size. I know some people say that they run a little big. If you can, you might want to run down to a shoe store and try on a pair of ZX Flux sneakers just to see how they fit on you before making your own custom pair. But I'm very happy with them. Came just in time for the holidays. Not going to give them away though, but I want to wear them. Definitely. So thanks for watching. Go out and snap some cool pictures and put them on your shoes. Happy holidays. Have a great new year. And I'll see you next time.